With all the uncertainty out there and all the unrest, most citizens are concerned about the welfare of this country. With all of the turmoil that's here, and sure my battery here, okay, and I think in essence, essentially the crime and tension and the welfare and the chaos is just it just isn't meshing. And I think that a voice is a voice, and lips can only be so fancy, lip service. So I think we need a strong, true person to push this nation in the direction it needs to head. And I might be the person fit for that. And knowing, realizing, and understanding I don't have a degree under my belt, or hadn't gone to Ivy League college or notable, respectable school, or did anything for that matter. I, on the other hand, don't have any shortcomings when it comes to top visionary objectives that can make a difference. And it's not just jobs, it's not just this. Let me break it down actually for you guys. What we're up against as a country is what I would do, guys. Take a brief moment here. I promote fine arts and music. I would also increase the peace and pride, loyalty, glory that God generated and wants for us people. People should have gratitude, and it should be reinstilled in people because it's already there. I do away with violent music for the most part. That would be a tough thing to tackle because I think violence promotes violence. Music, you know, can be acted on just like violent video games. No matter what age, it doesn't matter because any age is capable of doing wicked acts. So that leads me to the death penalty. You kill someone, you're going to get killed. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I would only allow the firing squad or gas chamber to take for execution purpose. I'd also push harsher laws that would apply to legal drugs. I'd make colleges more accessible, easily affordable for students. I'd pull the troops out of the Middle East. I think that we as citizens, it's in our Bill of Rights, and constitutionally we should be allowed to have bear guns, and so I'd promote the NRA. I'd make guns more available to all law-abiding citizens. I'd allow people to smoke in public places. I'd outlaw and ban the same-sex marriage. I'd cut down the taxes down to 5% on all goods and products, and I'd give people the free choice to whether or not they want to elect health care coverage, because here's my thing: if people take care of themselves, there wouldn't be a need for aid, public assistance, or health care, and blah blah blah. If they took the right measures to do the healthy things, drink water, eat sensible, there wouldn't be a need for that. So that leads me to I'd promote gardening, natural foods, and eliminate some fast food places. I would also secure the borders more ruggedly, right? More strength, put more strength in there, and prepare with war with Russia. I think that there's something that's brewing with Russia. Putin is poison, and Russia's bad news for the United States, and it's going to happen. Sylvia Browne was a famous psychic. She predicted that. I'd stay out of other countries' affairs, let countries handle their own countries' problems, let Iraq handle Iraqi problems, let Cuba handle Cuba problems, etc., etc. Stay out of other people's affairs. I'd increase minimum wage. I'd encourage or promote small private businesses, and I'd help the homeless. I'd give the homeless I'd invest in cures for deadly diseases instead of taking my money, tax money, and blowing it on dumb shit. I'd invested in cures for deadly diseases, i.e. cancer. You get the point. I'd make middle class happier by boosting the lower class with incentive programs. I'm not getting into detail. I'd also make it stricter for non-Americans to enter and become citizens. Illegal people are coming in too frequently. I think our nation wants to feel safe. People want to feel safe. I just think that it's atrocious what's going on, inexcusable what's taking place here and now, currently going on in the United States. I think times have changed. People are getting old. It's time for change. Time for a different direction for America. It's been heading in the wrong direction. I think President Bush had the right idea. Clinton sure did. Reagan, it's a tough job. I think Congress is it's their fault. I blame it on that. I blame it on a lot of shit. You know, I mean, we have too many people wanting to only thinking about being enemies, backstabbing people, war. People love that. People love to see people in pain. People getting their head chopped off. People love to see that shit. People love to see glory. People love to see people getting hurt, and etc. etc. And that's not the right mentality. That's the devil. That's what's wrong with this country. I think the Bible even went into a little bit about that. People aren't on people's sides. People are not lending hands. That's why if you're lucky to have one friend in your whole life, consider yourself lucky. People are naturally enemies. People do people wrong left and right too many times, and it's in people's nature. People are violent. People are nasty. It's in they kill animals. Think about that. Taking an innocent little cow just to supply people with money. Just some people are selfish with money. It's ridiculous. It's all about money. It's killing animals, killing innocent chickens, killing. If you had a pet chicken and I came over your house, took a butcher knife and slashed its neck, what would you think? What would you think if you had a little pet baby cow? It was a little cute, crying for its mom, and I took a knife, blade, and killed it. Blood gushing everywhere. That ain't cool, just to feed people. But it's a money thing. It's a money game. It's all stupid, and that's what the devil. It's just evil, and I'm against it. I don't believe in slaughter. If you don't have to slaughter, don't slaughter. That goes for pigs, chickens, cows, even fish. Fish can do tricks. Animals are smart. We're not the only ones on this planet. We're not the apex predator. It's not our planet. We don't control. Just because we're people doesn't give us the right. We should have empathy and look out for other creatures. It's not right. I disagree with it. Why consume other flesh when you don't have to? If it's a life or death deal, I can understand possibly. But it's ridiculous, absurd, and it's cruel. It's wrong, and I don't stand by that. So I would, as president, I would touch and address that stuff. Feed the hungry people. Don't feed the farm animals and all the animals that can live live to be old. Why feed them when there's other starvation going on in other countries? You know, take those grains and the rice and crops and vegetation, whatever. Make global warming. Keep the air clean. Keep the ozone cleaner. Keep the atmosphere cleaner for people. You know, by doing away with agriculture, animal agriculture. You know, I'm against that. It's all about money. If you give Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, and Dairy Queen, all these restaurants money, and grocery stores, they'll do anything to please people because they know people will keep buying and feed into this terrible habit. It's all about habit, tradition. That's why people do that stuff. Habit, tradition, and taste, and convenience. It's fucking absurd why people do what they do. It's a holocaust, and the guy was talking about animal holocaust. Till people can understand and get that right, violence will never cease. There'll always be violence and crime and murder and evilness. It will never go away. People just don't realize it. You know, that's my bottom feeling about stuff, you know, and I honestly always felt that. I just never came forward, but I think that there'll always be jealousy and crime and people hating people. It's never going to end. War, there's no need for, all that stuff. There's ways around violence. There's other solutions to stuff that's healthier and better. So I'm too good to be president, people, actually. Believe it or not. I'm too damn good for my own self. But I wouldn't even want that job anyway to take on. I wouldn't want to be a boss of a company. Fuck that. I'm just going to be who I am. Spread my message. Advocate what I feel. That's it. If you don't like it, lump it. Go on with yourself if you don't like it. I'm just voicing my belief about stuff. And I intended for this video to be long because I don't care. It's whatever it takes for me to say what I want. And I think a lot of people have me mixed and confused and reading me the wrong way. And I think that that's their own stupidity on their own part, because they're judging me by a cover. They don't know the real me. So that's why I deleted all my videos. I don't care about that. That drinking's silly and foolish. I don't care about that. Who wants to watch me drink, listen to music, and stuff my mouth with food? I don't think nobody wants to watch that shit. I don't even want to watch it. So, I would do the country some darn good, actually. But I just like to brainstorm and come up with different ideas and resolutions to problems. Because it's challenging and it's something to do, because life is so boring as it is. I haven't had a girlfriend in 12 years almost. It's just, it exercises your head to come up with different things and like painting a picture, Okay, well, hope you guys got something out of this and let me know what you guys think. I don't want anyone following me along my side. I'm a one-man show. I fight this battle by myself. It's a personal battle. Everybody's their own enemy. And there's people, trust me, one last thing, don't trust people. Just because you think they're your friend, they're not your friend. Peace. See you guys.